Good evening. Welcome. And I saw that there was a giant bunch of you, so I am really excited and terrified at the same time that this actually works. We are Larrea Tridentata Grove. We are a member of ADF International. Tonight we are going to attempt to do our ritual in the same ritual space that we use on normal occasions when there are oodles of people here instead of just me running around crazy. Some information about our ritual. We do not have a closed circle. This is an open circle. You are free to come or go as you please. Just know that there's a little doorbell chime when you come and go. And if you come back after 7:45, 7:50-ish, you may be locked out because we'll be locking the room to keep out any Zoom bombers while we're not paying attention. All right. For spiritual protection, we do call in a gatekeeper. He is a being, or she is a being, who will keep an eye on the space so that we don't have anybody either either supernatural or natural trying to get into the space that don't believe there. Ritual protection. Our grove philosophy is that public worship means individual worship done together, not worship done for you. That means we encourage you to participate as much or... Somebody's microphone is open.
No, I'm thinking Molotov you and
We encourage you to participate as much or as little as you like. Please keep your microphone muted unless you are taking a part. It will be okay to unmute your microphone for the chants and other group participation areas, but otherwise, please keep your mic quiet so that other people can hear what's going on. If you have no mic but would wish to participate, you can call in on the phone number that's on the meetup or on the Facebook event. There is a phone number there. You can call into the meeting from there, or you can take and direct message Crystal, who is our greeter. She can speak the words for you if you'd like to. We will have, I don't know if my camera's picking up or not, we'll have offerings available if you have something specific that you would like to be offered on your behalf, either to the beings of the occasion or to a personal patron, patroness, deity, or ancestor when the time comes. This ritual is being simulcast to YouTube and will be recorded. If you wish to remain anonymous, go ahead and change your display name and shut off your camera. Those are both fine. The fewer cameras running, the easier it should be for the ritual to record. We posted in Facebook an order of ritual download link. If you download that, you will be able to view what's coming next in the ritual. It's a pretty brief, it is not a script, it's just a brief explanation. Songbooks, also a download from the Facebook event page. Song numbers are on the order of ritual and will be named as part of the ritual both. When the songs are being played, please do not open your mic and try to sing. It just makes a big cacophony mess. But you're welcome to sing along at home. There are some times when we encourage you to open up your mic. There will be times when we are making offerings and we might say something like, "Accept this sacrifice," or "Be welcome among us." Those are opportunities for open your mic and to put in your voice to the rest of the voices. During the receiving of the blessings, you will be asked some questions. This is another time that we encourage you to open up your mic. You will be asked to receive the blessings. In the way our ritual is going to be run tonight, we will receive the blessings here and we will spiritually pass them through the earth back to you. If you would like to, you can pour your own glass of drink at your seating and take care of it from there and receive it directly. There will be some chanting. This is another opportunity for you to open up your mic and join in and make a big noise. Sacrifices. If you haven't heard this before, sacrifice means to make sacred, to give a gift, and there is no takebacks. If you are giving something as sacrifice, it's not a temporary thing. Sacrifice does not mean killing, it means making sacred. We have several places that sacrifices can be made: into our well, into our fire, into either of the shrines on either side of me. I have no idea what the camera is aiming at, so I hope I'm not looking at the sky. hear me? Okay. I feel like I'm talking to myself, so at some point I'm not sure if I am or not.
I can hear you.
Okay. You may make an offering at your personal altar and speak it here on your turn. Oh, if you would like to participate in making an offering, please click on the button somewhere on the chat screen that says, or on the bottom of your screen under the 3 dots that says raise hand. Crystal will call on you when it's your turn, and you can open up your mic and make your offering then, so that we're not stepping over each other and everybody has an opportunity to make an offering. There will be 2 opportunities for offering. The first offering will be to our guest of honor, who tonight is the Dagda. Please do not make personal offerings during this time. You will be given a separate opportunity to make personal offerings afterwards. Anytime somebody's making an offering, we would love for you to keep your attention on the offerings being made and to show your appreciation and your energy by saying, accept this sacrifice for everything. Finally, we would usually tell you right now to turn off your cell phone. Obviously, that would be a bad idea at the moment. However, I do want to mention that donations are always welcome. We are paying for a pro level Zoom account so we can host up to 100 people. And we also have unlimited. We're not shut off at 40 minutes. Also, as you see, this is a ritual space that is slowly building into some place that you all are welcome to visit. We would love for a donation through PayPal, and we'll give you some information about that at the end of the ritual. If there are any questions, now is the time to pop in your mic and shout them out or type them up and let me know so we can answer them. No questions? Am I still broadcasting?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Nobody has questions in the text window?
No comments, except Michael Zal would like to live in California.
No, this is not California. This is Las Vegas, and it was 110 in the backyard yesterday. So consider that when you say you'd like to live out here. All right, remote control. Which one is this one?
So you send any offering requests to Crystal or another Grove member so they can communicate that to the gentleman in the green tabard, as I am running the camera and cannot leave.
Right. Exactly. All right.
I'm keeping an eye on the chat. If anybody does that, if somebody wants to make an offering, just raise your hand and I'll get to you in order.
Perfect. I am going to warn you that I'm your arms and eyes and ears today and your legs. So if it takes me a minute to run from one end of the ritual space to the other, it's a lot bigger than it might look on the TV screen. I need something. What did I need? Oh, I need to verify that my Grove members are all online and ready to take their parts, because everybody know their parts. John, you are presiding, yes?
Yeah.
All right. Ray, you are doing the purpose and precedent, yes? You? You're muted.
Hello?
There you are. You're bouncing in and out. You might have to take turns who is and isn't muted. Debbie, you are calling the Earth Mother, yes?
Affirmative.
Mackie is opening up the Hermes Shrine, yes?
Yep.
She's in here bugging us. But yep.
All right.
Dad, how to turn up the mic.
Oh God.
Okay. Frankie, you are calling Danu as Cossator, yes?
What am I doing?
Sí, señor.
Excellent. Stanley, you are our senior and leading meditation, correct?
Correct.
Just wait till he calls your name.
Cosmos, Debbie, you have the heartbeat recording and are ready to use it?
can actually drum it. We've been practicing. The recording was too low. It wouldn't come over.
Okay, so you might have to adjust your settings, but you got some kind of plan, because I didn't send that to anybody else.
We're good.
It's routine.
Take turns on the drum.
No, I've been practicing.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm good.
No, mute the mic.
all right. DJ is opening up all the gates. This will be a lot of running. Yes. Ray, you were calling our gatekeeper Angus. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Jason is online. He's calling our ancestors. Yes. Jason, were you able to
Jason.
download your file?
Oh,
I heard it for a second. I should have had you guys tag yourself as Grove so Crystal could find you easier. Jonathan, nature spirits, yes?
Yes.
Ray, Ray, deities, yes?
Yes, I got to get that part.
It should have been in the second email I sent you, or in the third or the fourth one. I don't. It said,
Okay, yes,
John,
it's there.
you were doing the. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. John, we're doing the prayer invocation to Andada, and Crystal, you are doing the praise prayer to Andada. Yes. Everybody has their files? Yes. Crystal, one. Hello. Am I talking to myself?
No, I was
Very
muted because
loud.
my kids were yelling at the dinner table. I've only got the
Okay.
one that you sent me. I don't have anything else, but then,
That's all you need is your praise.
okay, I got my praise.
Okay, you're doing the final praise. Theoretically, DJ will be inspired at some time during all this running back and forth to be able to do our story for Dogda. I'm sure he has a big giant chair and he will give me something to tell you about. John, you will be reading the blessings. I will be running back and forth with the meal giant bucket of juice.
Okay.
It has no juice in it.
Okay.
You just put a whole bunch of water in it and pass that around to everybody. All right. Any other questions? Everybody got their parts. Did Jason get his part and get organized?
I can't hear anything.
I hear you. All right. Well, we're going to press on, Jason. Hopefully you can do it. If not, we'll let somebody else do it, okay? Or I guess I will.
He's unmuted, but I don't see him, like his mic's having issues.
Yeah, I heard him for a second and then he vanished. All right, are we ready to get started though? Can we take care of Jason? Because it's starting to get dark and I don't know how well everything is going to look once the lights go out.
Jason, you might need to type on the group chat.
All right, have my lighter.
Since we're gonna start, should I go ahead and lock the room?
Give it 5 minutes, but I don't really think, I haven't heard a lot of other people, but Jason may or may not have to log out and log back in.
Got ya.
So give him a minute to figure out what's going on. All right, let us begin then. If you all will take a big deep breath and settle yourselves, you're going to get all to be part of the ritual.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you. All right. Are you ready for, you have your part that we set for you?
Yes.
Agree with me? All right. So when we, what's that? All right. So when we call you, you'll be ready. Let's take a deep breath, everyone. I call on the bards of old, all you innovators in music, innovators in performance, all you who brought us to this place that we could do this amazing, amazing thing of broadcasting a ritual across the country and across the world. Bless us. May our lips be as swift as silver. May our tongues drip with honey. May we be eloquent. May we be heard. May all of the technology that broadcasts all of the things that we do tonight cooperate. So be it.
So be it.
So
All
be
right.
it.
Let us begin by cleansing the space. Behind the scenes. May the cleansing power of the world make this water holy. All right. My incense stick is not where it's supposed to be. These flames night by the might of the water and the light of the fires, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water and the light of the fires, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, the stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, by the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. By the might of the water, the light of the fire. Can you come around? By the might of the water and the light of the fire, these stones are made whole and holy. Let the blessed waters mingle. The blessed waters, let this fire burn amongst us.
Come.
Not yet. This is sacred space. Let all thoughts and words beyond this point focus on the sacred. Work, finances, household obligations have no place in this sanctuary. Anger, fear, frustration have no place in this sanctuary. Hatred, spite, infatuation have no place in this sanctuary. Leave them and all that would hinder our worship here among the profane. And as you enter this space, may this holy water, blessed and pulled from the earth itself, purify your body, And may this fire, drawn from the ancestors, ignite your spirit. Now the processional.
Come we now as a people together at the sacred well.
Mute your mic, please.
We now as a people together in the warmth and the light of the flame. Come we now as a people together at the sacred well. Come we now as a people together in the warmth and the light of the flame. Come we now as a people together at the sacred well. Come we now as a people together in the warmth and the light of the flame. Come we now as I can't see anything.
Oh,
That's better.
John?
We come to this place to venerate the kindreds. May we be blessed by those mighty beings, denizens of the many realms, as we give praise and offering in their honor on this sacred night.
We are here to honor the kindreds.
We are here to honor the kindreds. Ready, BJ?
Continue.
We begin by acknowledging the host of all Druid rites. So let us share in this gift as we lift our voices in song to our mother, the earth.
We are
Song
one
number
with
4.
the we are one with the earth. We are
we are
one with
one
each
with
other by our lives, by our birth. We are one
one
with
with the land.
we
Please mute your mic.
Earth
are one with each other by
by
our lives, by
by
our birth. We are one with the mother, we are one with the earth, we are one with each other by our lives, by our birth.
Great grandmother of many, you who were first in this land. It was you who knew the hearts of Wolf and his brother, Coyote. And it was through your wisdom that you chose Coyote to bear the sack containing all the people. And it was you who knew that at the crucial moment, Coyote would open the sack, releasing the people unto the earth. So too, it was you who knew that though many of the people would be scattered like seeds on the wind, the last out of the sack would remain here, in this place, walking in your footsteps. So too do we, a new people, walk here, where your feet once compressed the earth. And we too give you our love and our honor, and look to your wisdom to guide our steps. Great grandmother of the earth, accept our offering.
Great grandmother of the earth, we honor you.
Great grandmother of the earth, we honor you. Now let us turn our attention to our patron and his shrine.
I don't know where it went. O silver-tongued messenger of the gods, I call to you, who are guardian, guide, and patron of this grove. Far traveling luck bringer, your shrine is your presence. We welcome you in our sanctuary. Swift-footed Hermes, your presence is welcomed.
Swift-footed Hermes, your presence is
Swift-footed
welcome.
Hermes, your presence is welcome. We'll get some honey, I promise. You can have the whole thing.
It is time for us to take a moment to contemplate the season and the reason for this rite, as Ray explains.
Right?
Okay. The wheel of the year turns and the days become noticeably warmer. Soon already, the variable temperatures of spring give way to the long hot days of summer. Now is the time of harvest. Our gardens of tender herbs before the baking heat causes them to wither and die. Now we enter a time when each drop of water becomes more precious than ever, guarded against waste and thieving dry winds. This is our last hurrah before the scorching sun sends us scurrying for cover in cool, dark places. Meanwhile, in other parts of the country and the northern hemisphere, the snows are still making appearance and melting again in great runnels of cold water, soaking the ground ahead of the spring planting. Birds are returning from their winter travels and claiming just the right branches for their nests. Rodents and other hibernators are awakening and seeking tender shoots to fill their empty bellies. Everywhere, life is counting in continuing in ancient patterns. This too is a time to acknowledge our mother, from the first Earth Mother who gave us life to us all, to our most intimate mothers, with Earth Day just past and Mother's Day just ahead as well. We are 1 week shy of the National Day of Prayer, when parents and believers of the many religions in America offer up a prayer for blessings on this country, so steeped in growing turmoil and unrest. This year, especially with a new and deadly virus affecting so many different aspects of our lives, prayer, be it today or on the set aside day next Thursday, is needed for comfort and healing. Tonight, we gather to honor Adagda, the good God.
Thank you.
He is eldest, wisest, and the mightiest of the Tuatha Danann, and called the excellent God, the Lord of perfect knowledge and all Father. His magical items, the cauldron of bounty, the harp of the seasons, and his war club that grant both death and life, are ever in his possession, and serve best the brave and the oath keepers. No matter his course, retro look, or his deity-sized appetite, we will welcome the Dagda to our fire during these days when time seemed to stand still.
Once the center fire goes up, it'll be better.
So let us lift our voices as one folk and make our offerings in reverence and joy. Now we recall the cosmos as it was in the beginning, and through our collective memory, let it be born anew. But let us begin before the beginning with Frankie calling a causator.
I call out to Danu, Lady of the flowing waters, first of Tutha de Danann, mother of the gods, and consort of Bel. Come, aid us as we renew the cosmos. Through you, great Danu, let the present and the beginning merge. Let this sanctuary become as the Mundi, the world access, the center of all.
Stanley?
Steady yourselves, my friends. Get comfortable. Now take a deep breath. As you exhale, let your mind empty. Let thoughts and worries flow outward with your breath. Breathe again, owning in the night, and let your cares drift away. Breathe. Cast your mind back, back, back. Let your mind wander into the deep, dark.
In the beginning, there was darkness, for the day begins in the night, and the vast emptiness was formless. But in the sea of chaos, matter gathered into a lifeless ball, churning with heat, pulsing with the heartbeat of the cosmos. Then the earth heaved, and the elements separated, and above the roiling mass, clouds gathered. Beginning as thin wisps of moisture drifting, the growing mist joined and ascended until the sky above thickened with the evaporated liquids, drawing a blanket across the newly formed firmament. And these clouds too took up the pulse of the cosmos. Then, from the darkness, the gathered waters fell. Coming first as fine mist to cool and soothe, the gentle rains grew into a mighty deluge, covering the raw, stratified earth in a thick layer of frothing liquid. And these waters took up the heartbeat, ebbing and flowing, a steady balm on the world.
Then above the throbbing pulse, the sky grumbled, and a light flashed. In the thick dark clouds, tentative flickers sparked randomly. And grumbled, echoed ominously. Until the night was dark and silent no more.
Newly
And the light
born.
reached out with forked fingers to stroke the waters, to probe the land not yet covered. And in that moment, the land and the waters were joined with the fires from the sky above. And the heartbeat of the cosmos pulsed throughout the new world until light filled all the realms. And the day began.
Newly born and forever in existence, these hollows in our sanctuary, the well, fire pit, and shrines mark the center of our cosmos, to which all things are connected. Now gather yourselves, my friends, and let us get our powers pumping for the work ahead by singing The Crossroads. Song number 17.
We will meet at the crossroads where our hollows stand, center of the cosmos, beginning and the end. There are ways leading outward to the many lands. If we meet at the crossroads with offerings in hand, there's a way going westward toward the setting sun. There's a way going westward where the shades belong. We will all travel onward when our time has come, down that lane going westward into the great beyond. There are ways going eastward toward the hidden veil. There are ways going eastward where the fairies dwell. There are gnomes, druids, and dryads, leprechauns as well, on that path going eastward into the secret veil. So come meet at the crossroads where our hollows stand, center of the cosmos, beginning and the end. There are ways leading outward to the many lands, where we meet at the crossroads with offerings in hand. There's a way going downward beneath the fertile sweep. There's a way going downward where the hidden treasures keep. In the smithies divine hammers with sparks that crash and leap, by that stream flowing downward into the molten deep. There's a way going upward where azure countries lie. There's a way going upward where royal chariots fly, with offerings and omens from messengers on high, through the flames soaring upward to castles in the sky. So let's meet at the crossroads where our hollows stand, center of the cosmos, beginning and the end. There are ways leading outward to the many lands, where we meet at the crossroads with offerings in hand. There's a way swirling roundward beyond the sodden doom. There's a way swirling roundward, morning, night, and noon. Long reef and trenches, rule net and harpoon, on the tide surging roundward, following the moon. There are stones at the center, a sacred peristyle. There are stones at the center where tricksters may beguile the weary and unwary who tarry for a while at that intersected center of the transcendental mile. Still we're here at the crossroads where our hollows stand, center of the cosmos, beginning and the end. There are ways leading outward to the many lands, as we wait at the crossroads with offerings in hand. Yes, we're here at the crossroads, center of the cosmos. Oh, we're here at the crossroads, with offerings in hand.
with offerings in hand.
Hold on to that power a moment longer, for it is time to stir the energies of creation. Together, let us join our powers to open the gates and the ways marked by these hollows, that they may link us directly to the realms beyond.
Oh, shift dark soil, last cover of the day. Shake the stones and loosen the loam. To the left, to the right, to the front, to the rear. Shift and rend, shift and rend, shift and rend, shift and rend. Reach westward in your rending dark soil, traveling to the very ends of the earth. And shift and rend, shift and rend, shift and rend, shift and rend. Form a fissure branching ever at westward. Press out the bedrock in shearing walls, and let the abyss appear. Let the gate to the underworld, the realm of the dead, be open.
May the ways be open.
O shimmer enchanted cloak, first veil of life, billow the barrier, sever the threads, to the rear, to the front, to the right, to the left, stretch and tear, stretch and tear, stretch
and tear,
Stretch
and tear, stretch and tear,
Split eastward in your tearing enchanted cloak, traveling to the very origins of the earth, and stretch and tear, stretch and tear, stretch. In your splitting, ever eastwards, press out the thick fabric in rippling pleats, and let the occult appear.
stretch and tear, stretch and tear.
Let the gate to the ether world, the ethereal world, the realm of the noble ones, be open.
May the
Let the
ways
gate be open.
As this is opened, I gather this perpetual fire, that its flame may blaze away to the crossroads. And I dip out. I draw up this spring water, dipping it out, that its flow may usher the way to the crossroads. Oh, churn mighty waters, soothing balm of the world. Toss the waves and stir the currents to the west, to the south, to the east, to the north. Churn and turn, churn and turn, churn and turn,
churn and turn, churn and turn.
Onward in your churning mighty waters, draining deep into the bowels of the earth, and churn and turn, churn and turn,
churn and turn.
Form a whirlpool spinning ever downwards. Press out the cooling liquid in rushing walls and let a tunnel appear. Let the way to the netherworld, the domain of the earth deities, be open.
May the
Let the
ways
way
be
be
open.
open.
Now stir, mighty fire, gift from the skies above. Lift the air and stir the currents to the east, to the south, to the west, to the north. Twist and burn, twist and burn,
Twist and
twist
burn.
and burn,
Twist
twist
and burn.
and burn.
Twist and burn. Twist and burn.
Reach
Twist
skyward in your
and
burning
burn.
mighty fire, rising up from the very
Burn.
core of the earth,
Twist
and
and
twist
burn.
and burn,
And burn.
twist
Twist
and burn.
and burn. Twist and burn.
Form a
Twist
fire whirl,
and
spinning
burn.
ever upward.
Twist,
Press out the scorching
burn.
flames and rushing
Twist
walls, and let a
and
tunnel
burn.
appear.
Twist
Let the
and
way to the
burn.
heavens, the
Twist
domain
and
of the sky
burn.
deities, be open.
May
Let
the
the
ways
way
be
be
open.
open.
And as you have aided, so it is.
These ways are open.
The ways are open.
May the ways be open.
Cauldron.
No, you're supposed to say that part.
Let this cauldron, the bottomless pot of plenty, stand with us at the center of the ways. Let it glow with an inner light, that all kindred might see and know that this is a crossroads between the ways. Now, as you have aided, so it is. The ways are open.
The
The
ways.
ways
Ways
are
are
open.
open.
The ways stand open at this intersection of the ways, yet we remain firm on this land, on the earth, which is our home. Let us sound out the call and issue invitations to our kindreds, that they may join us here at the crossroads, the center, which is the beginning, the present, and the end. We seek first a gatekeeper, a guardian to stand at the center and ward these crossroads to the realms.
I call to you now, very good looking young man and physical proportions. God of love, attend our rite. Come, son of Dagda, whose conception and birth occurred in the same day. One forever known to represent youthfulness. Come, one that is circled at all times by four small birds, who is the inventor of kisses. You who plays the harp and you lulls the ladies with smooth lyrics, who found Car and turned into a swan himself. Come into our sanctuary, O divine curly-headed heartthrob. Angus the young, be welcome among us.
Angus the Young,
Angus
be
Young,
welcome
be
among
welcome
us.
among us. Curly-headed heartthrob, we are entrusting you with these keys to our sanctuary and pray that you stand vigil before these open ways during our rite. Keep watch, Angus, that the flames do not burn out of control, that the whirlpool does not rise out of the well, and that the unwelcome, the dangerous, the inimical pass not into this sacred space to disrupt our worship. Now let us call to our beloved kindreds with song number 7, Kindreds 3.
May you come down from the mountain. May you come across the sea. May you gather nearer to us and be welcome, kindreds three. From the blood that flows within us to the heart that beats the same. All the souls who've gone before us are the kin from which we came. So you honored ancient wise ones who have gone across the sea. Return to be among us, ancestors welcome thee. Hear the souls of trees and mountains dancing to the river's songs, and the beasts who fill our world, horses we rely upon. You great souls of green and wild things that we sense but rarely see, draw nearer to our fire. Nature spirits welcome be. They are oldest of the powers. From them all life did arise. We know and some we don't know. So we look up to the skies. All you gods who live above us, in the earth and in the sea. We, your children, call out to you, shining ones, welcome be. So may you come down from the mountain, may you come across the sea, may you gather nearer to us and be welcomed, kindred three. May you come.
Let us turn our attention to the ancestor shrine. Jason, you need to unmute.
Is that Jason?
I'm sorry.
There you go.
To those whose bones lie in this land, whose hearts are tied to it, whose memory holds it, ancient tribes in this place, we offer you welcome. To our grandmothers and grandfathers, our own beloved dead, blood kin and heart kin, ancient tribes of our blood, we offer you welcome. To all those elder wise ones who guide their people, poets and seers, judges and musicians, wise women and men of ancient days, we offer you welcome. Ancient ones, be welcome among us.
Ancient ones.
Ancient ones, be welcome, among us.
Now let us turn our attention to the nature spirit shrine.
To all the spirits of the mountains and trees, all you ancient and bearded fathers, to subtle and spry children, spirits of the land, we offer you welcome. To all the spirits of rivers and streams, to the cloud sisters and rain sisters, to fresh spring daughters, spirits of the waters, we offer you welcome. To all the spirits of the creatures of the earth, you beasts who walk or fly or crawl or swim, spirits of the creatures, we offer you welcome. Noble ones, be welcome among us.
Noble ones, be welcome among us. Finally, let us return our attention to the sacred center.
I got the wrong part here.
I sent you a second one.
Stand by, he's looking.
Through all the primordial ones, progenitors of all that is, oldest of old, shapeless and faceless, powers of all, most ancient of gods, we offer you welcome. To all the shiny ones, first children of the mother, wisest and mightiest, loving and comforting, Gods and goddesses, we offer you welcome. To the gods and goddesses of this place, ancient and powerful, known to us or unknown, gods of this place, we offer you welcome. Shiny ones, be welcome among us.
Shiny ones, be welcome
Shiny
among
ones,
us.
welcome among us.
My friends, we have come now to the most important part of our rite. In a moment, we will invite the guest of honor to his seat and offer him our gifts and praises. Before we do that, though, let us take a moment to gather up that which we will offer. We have many items available in the sanctuary which are appropriate for offerings. If you would have an offering made on your behalf, please click the raise hand button and state in the chat screen what you would like to have offered. If you would like to make an offering at your personal shrine instead, now is the time to ensure you have what you need to do so. Don't offer yet, though. Ray, is there anybody in there?
Just let me know if I need to pour out any offerings or prepare any offerings.
No.
BJ, are you ready?
When you are.
Okay. My friends, please bring your attention back to the sacred center. If you need more time to collect your offering gifts or to arrange an offering on your behalf, please continue in the text window. But it is time to call to our guest of honor, and your attention and energies will make it easier for him to join us. Welcome to the divine beings, the heroes and honored dead. And she, Puka, and other beings of nature, to all of you who have gathered at our sanctuary. Yes.
Keep going. My camera's gone wonky.
Okay. We pray you join us in giving worth to the guest of honor of this holy rite here at our sanctuary. We call to you now, Dagda.
Yes.
I call to you now, O mighty Dagda. We invite you to this rite. Come, wielder of the healing and death-dealing cudgel, red one great in knowledge, horseman all, Father. We wish to give you praise for the honor of your presence. Come, keeper of the never-empty cauldron, God of plenty, possessor of the oak of two greens magical harp, leader of the gods, we call to you now. Come, man of the peaks, O horned man, wielder of lightning and thunder, ruler of the seasons. O great and fearsome Dagda, be welcome among us.
Great and fearsome Dagda, be welcome among us.
Welcome among us.
O club wielder, behold, we bring gifts for you. May you bask in our praises and accept that which we offer. Now is the time for us to individually present our offerings to Andogda. Please hold your offerings for any other guests or beings until you are directed. If you would make an offering to our guest of honor, please click on the raise your hand button.
I am standing by to make offerings for peoples.
Sharon would like to offer whiskey to your grove for a job well done, previously of the 6th Night Grove.
We're going to hold that one to the individual offerings. This is for Andogda. Rude to give
Oh, I'm
somebody
sorry.
else without giving the birthday first, so it's okay. We'll just hold it for a minute and we'll come back to that one. Anybody have anything for Andogda?
Scorpio, speak.
We do. If you can't see the.
BJ,
Speak.
do you have some brandy there?
I do.
Can you do one for me? Well, actually, for all of us here at the house.
Absolutely.
And B, did you say you got Jameson or some Irish whiskey there?
I have some spiced rum. John might be willing to sacrifice some of his whiskey from his altar. So, apparently the gluttonous one wanted the whole glass. John and Ray and those guys, did you have something to say?
Yes. Almighty Dogda, please accept this sacrifice and help everyone around to get over what's going on. Please protect the grove, everyone in the grove from what's going on, and everyone outside the grove, the world as a whole. Please accept my sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Scorpio raised his hand. He presents yellow roses from his altar to the Dagda.
Accept his sacrifice.
Accept his sacrifice. BJ, do you have anything that will burn is fine. Any alcohol.
Okay. Maybe. I think Stanley asked for some for me. Stanley asked for whiskey also, so I will take both of them up and you can take your turn.
Okay. Stanley can go first.
All right. Stanley, you had an offering to make?
Yeah, is it to the Dagda? When you accept this sacrifice.
Accept the sacrifice.
Accept his sacrifice. Dagda, we ask that you continue to watch over our household and keep us healthy, wealthy, and wise in this time of when things are crazy out there. Dagda, accept our sacrifice.
Dagda, accept the sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Anyone else have sacrifices for the Dagda?
Can you offer some alcohol to the Dagda, whatever will burn?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Things to say?
Is that a thing going by? I don't know if you noticed.
Nothing to say?
No, doing it privately.
Oh, okay. Well, then accept the sacrifice.
Accept her sacrifice.
Accept your sacrifice.
Any other sacrifices to offer tonight to the Dagda?
Not from here, BG.
All right, well, then I'm gonna make my sacrifice since I have not done so yet. He just wants overfull glasses tonight. Everything I've poured wants to overfill. To the gluttonous one, Andagda, accept this sacrifice.
Accept his
Accept the
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
He's apparently dancing all over this place, spilling my bottles instead of sitting in this chair. All right.
Okay, are there any other sacrifices to be made to our honored guests tonight? Then let Crystal remind Andagda how much we value him one last time.
Mighty Dagda, true and bold, to you I sing of Glorio, God of life and death, teach us to cherish every breath. Lord of fire, strength divine, you who host heroes fine. Save me a place at your hall, Dagda, my heart cries your battle call. Dagda, oh Dagda, hear my prayer, the skies open wide and you are there. Mighty Dagda, from whom sustenance pours, in your glory I adore.
Aren't you going to pour something after she said that?
No, I'm waiting for you to finish.
Okay, because it says accept the sacrifice.
All right. You get to the part where it says, let our voice echo in the house, echo in the well, and all that.
Not there.
So we have given our love and sacrifice to the mighty Dagda.
So we have given our love and our wealth to the God of plenty. Now let our voices rise on the fire. Let our voices sound in the well. Let our words echo from here to the realms beyond. Andagda, accept our sacrifice.
Andagda, accept this sacrifice.
I do apologize for that. I can't read.
All good. Very good.
All righty then. Oh, great and fearsome Dagda, we have given you our praise and our offerings, and now we ask that you indulge us as we offer to those others who have joined us tonight. May you bless them as you bless us. Now that our guest of honor has received the lion's share of our bounty, if there are any other offerings to be made to the mighty kindreds assembled among us tonight, deities, nature spirits, or ancestors, you may take a moment to do so at your personal altar, or click the raised hand button to have an offering made on your behalf. Are there any others? Are there any sacrifices to be made to our kindreds tonight?
James Myers.
Crystal, you said?
I said James Myers offered incense for the Dagda, and Flora made offerings at her place.
Accept their sacrifice.
Accept their sacrifices.
Accept their sacrifice.
And you read another offering earlier that I interrupted on you?
Yes. Michael Zal presented a glass of mead at his personal altar to the Dagda. And Karen wanted to offer some whiskey to the Grove for a job well done. Previously, Karen of the 6th Night Grove.
This one goes to all of us, so accept this sacrifice and may it reach all of us from Karen.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept the sacrifice.
All right, Beach. So,
Yes.
are there any? Do you still have the fireball?
I might.
Well, in the meantime, please, I'm going to sacrifice on my altar of personal offering.
Okay. Insect his sacrifice. Did you have something to say, or are you just making an offer?
Just make an offering.
Accept this sacrifice.
All right, I have found the fireball, my dear.
All right, thank you. All right.
Stanley, you show off. Wait, did I say something? Oh man, I wasn't muted, man.
Yeah, why didn't you mute yourself first?
All right. Settle down. We can talk about it later.
All right.
Fireball, my dear. What would you like to say, if anything?
All right. Loving and beautiful Aphrodite, please let us remember to love ourselves, love those around us, and love the world, because we definitely need it in these trying times. Accept my sacrifice.
Accept her sacrifice. It sounds so Christian, Frankie, but I wanted to say amen on the end of that.
So good.
Okay, Beach, any kind of alcohol is perfectly fine.
Okay. Speak on.
Hecate, torchbearer, lady who walks the ways and great wanderer, please keep us all safe in our homes as we social distance. And as you befriended Persephone in her darkest time, may you walk with us and give us wisdom in these dark times of our own. Hecate, accept my sacrifice.
Accept her sacrifice. Hey, BJ.
Sir.
Yeah, grab something, anything. Preferably alcoholic.
Change of direction. See what I was doing. Go ahead, please.
Oh, I'm waiting for you to go. Okay, there you are. This is to Dionysus. I only have one phrase to say. Party on.
Party on, Dionysus. Accept his sacrifice.
Accept
my sacrifice.
Kim offered seeds and whiskey at her hearth.
Accept her sacrifice.
Accept her sacrifice.
May I butt in? I have something.
Absolutely. Do you need me to pour anything or gather anything?
I'm sorry?
Do you need me to pour or gather anything for you?
Oh, no, I haven't. I'm fine.
Excellent. Go ahead then.
Okay. Gaia, mother of all, accept this bottle of fine apple cider. May you please help us and guide us and protect us, for we return to you when our time is over and we will be reborn again through nature. Accept my sacrifice.
Accept her sacrifice.
Scorpio can speak.
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoopsie.
Still learning.
There are no more messages in the text, and there are no hands raised.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Jason.
Jason needs something.
I don't see the raise hand button, but yeah. Can I make 2 sacrifices?
Yep. Absolutely.
No, Jason, we're not throwing you in the fire.
Hey!
Jason, what would you like to offer, my dear?
The first would be an offering of whiskey to my father.
Okay, hang on just a second. Do you want this at the ancestor shrine, or do you want it at the center?
At the ancestor shrine.
All right. Let me go over to the shrine for you. And when you're ready.
To my beloved father, Gerhard, I know that you're always with me. I ask that you keep me safe and healthy during these hard times, and know that I miss you every day. Please accept my sacrifice.
Accept his sacrifice.
James Myers is asking for an offering of whiskey or rum into the fire to Bridget as thanks for the many blessings he and his wife have enjoyed so far, and for many, many years more of blessed partnership. Beltane is their handfasting, and this is their 4th anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
Woo!
A minute. And to whom was this to?
Bridget.
To
From,
Bridget. Accept the sacrifice.
Accept his sacrifice.
From James. All right. So I'm sorry, Jason had one more he wanted to do. So
Oh, I'm
Jason,
sorry.
What else did you... That's all right.
Yes. And could you make this one? Do you have any rum? Or no, just whiskey?
Brandy.
Brandy will work. And could you pour it at the center?
At the center? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're ready.
To Tremax, great lightning bringer and king of thieves, accept my sacrifice.
Accept his sacrifice.
Yes.
Woo, I guess out of that one.
All right.
Didn't need those leg hairs anyways. It's all good.
Oh, someone has sacrificed of incense to their ancestors.
Oh.
In the chat.
Who did? Oh. Any particular incense? Did anybody say, or do they not care?
Sacrifice of incense to the ancestor altar made to my mentor Griffin McSile, who recently crossed over. He is the one who named me after a dog that any incense will do.
Awesome. We will put some wonderful smelling cinnamon. This stuff makes my whole yard smell nice. All right. And say who it was to again for me?
Griffin McSally. Oh, for
McSally.
If I
accept this sacrifice. Smells delicious.
It's for Michael Saul, for Griffin McSall, who crossed over, who named me after the Daga. And any incense will.
Griffin McDonald.
McSall.
McSall, sorry.
McShell, I'm sorry, McShell.
All right. Well, we apologize to everybody in advance for brutalizing anybody's names. We didn't do it on purpose, I promise. Any other offerings tonight?
Yes, BJ, one more. You got any tequila on the table?
No, unfortunately. I have a lot of things, but I do not have any tequila.
I think it's
vodka. Vodka.
Vodka it is. Vodka I can do. To the center, to any of the other shrines?
To the center.
Right?
And James, I apologize to you, Mr. James M. Myers. I apologize. I'm going to kind of build on what you did with your wife, because it just reminded me, and trust me, my wife's going to slap me. As April 14th, you know, when we had to do all the stay at home, we didn't get to do that ritual. Y'all
Right.
remember that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, April 14th, me and Tracy, my wife, celebrated our 30th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah.
To the
Accept
gods
my
of
sacrifice.
weddings and putting up with spouses.
And this is
accept
to
your sacrifice.
Frigg. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. That's to Frigg.
Big.
Oh, in that case, it's to Frigg and all the other gods of weddings and putting up with spouses.
That'll work.
Accept their sacrifice.
Marissa Celine is making an offering of some type of alcohol for her father, Doc Gimino, who passed on 2/2/20.
Oh, goodness. Would she like us to put that to the ancestor shrine?
I haven't. Yes, please.
To Marissa's father, to the recently dead, may he be welcomed. Accept his sacrifice.
Accept his sacrifice.
Michael Zoll makes an announcement that so as long as there is one to speak the name and another to hear the story, they live on forever.
Indeed.
So be it.
So be it.
Any others tonight?
Christina Martinez, you are unmuted.
Can I get a ancestor sacrifice for my cousin Bernice that just passed away?
Sure, you broke off partly. Did you want incense? Did you want alcohol? What would you like?
Incense, please.
Absolutely. Make a very nice incense for you.
Jonathan Allen says he will have to leave at 9 p.m.
That we know. That's fine. All right. I'm sorry. Who are we offering to at the ancestor shrine, my dear?
Bernice Ranzini.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept this sacrifice.
Accept her sacrifice.
Accept her sacrifice.
And then from Flora, Flora is to make an offering of incense at the ancestor shrine for her parents who gave her life and who she misses very much. And their names are Charles and Muriel.
Time to Charles and Muriel. Accept his sacrifice and be remembered.
Accept his
Accept his sacrifice.
Accept the sacrifice.
The others?
Okay. We ready? No more hands, no more sacrifices.
No more hands, no more sacrifices.
Thank you, Miss Crystal. Please be seated. Why that's still in there, I don't know. Please stay muted.
Please mute your mic.
Please be muted. I mean, okay. Stanley, you're up.
Yeah. Let us be silent a moment. Let us breathe. Let our hearts listen. Let our minds be open. Let our spirits be receptive. The kindreds are gathered close around us, and there is a story to be told.
Don't let them fool you. Don't let him fool you. There is no way that that is my child. I don't know where she got it. I don't know how she got it, but it is not my child. And I know it was that big oaf of a god who is always sneaking around here when I'm out traveling. Ah, foundling, she says. Completely just surprised, she says. No, don't believe it. I'm telling you, somehow, he managed to mess with time. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Conspiracy theory, the gods are doing funny things with the earth again. But I'm telling you, there is no way that that boy just suddenly showed up on her curb and on her doorstep. There is no way that that boy looks like a certain rather portly man who walks around with a club as big as most normal men. No way. I'm telling you, he stopped time. I don't know how he did 9 months of stopping time because that's an awful long time. But he stopped time somehow. Got my wife pregnant, and then stopped time and made off as if it was totally a foundling and she just somehow got pregnant and didn't get pregnant. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. But like she's totally ready to milk a babe, but she wasn't pregnant. No, she totally just found a baby on the front doorstep. I'm telling you, there's a God and he is involved with nefarious things with my wife. My wife. It's damn rude. I will foster that boy. I raise it as my own. Think I will ever forget that boy belongs to a God. And that boy lived in time that was stopped. But I will raise that boy. Stanley? John?
Yes. So we have given our sacrifices and spent time with our kindreds. Now, Seer, what messages have the kindreds for us?
The ancestors, they speak of courage and steadfastness. The ancestors ask us to have courage and remain steadfast. The nature spirits offer strength and endurance. The ancestors ask us to keep your strength up and endure through it all. The shining ones speak of cleansing and vitality. They ask us to cleanse out the old so vitality can return. And the Dagda speaks of inspiration and wisdom. The Dagda asks us to become wise about the past and be inspired about the future.
So the omens are good.
The omens are good.
Breathe deep, Settle yourselves. The wasteland opened before us, roads and whirling tunnels that reach to the far realms. Amongst us here and just beyond the borders between our realms, there is a crowd of guests looking on with love, as we have given our sacrifices of songs, poems, fine oils, and alcohols, and praise to the kindreds. Now we will ask for them to deliver their blessings to us in return. We know that these blessings will be magnified many times by their greatness. Now, as you are able, unmute your mic and speak truly. Is it your will to receive the blessings of the kindreds?
It is.
Will you accept the gifts given without recrimination, remorse, or regret?
I will.
You will.
Then ask of your own free will.
Give us the water.
Give us the water.
Give us
the water.
Give us
The water. Give us the water.
Give
Give
us
us
the water.
John, you have to read.
ancestors, we meet you at your shrine with this vessel. May fill it to overflowing with your blessings.
Give us the water. Give us
Nature spirits,
Give us
the water.
we meet you at your shrine with this vessel,
Give us
that
the
you may
waters.
fill it overflowing with
The
your
water.
blessings.
Give us the waters. Give us
Mighty
the waters.
deities,
Give us
Give us the waters.
meet at the
Give
crossroads
us
with this
the
vessel.
water.
Give us
May
Give us
fill it to
the
overflowing
waters.
with your blessings.
The waters.
Give us
Give us the
And
waters.
Dogda,
Give us
we
the
present
waters.
this vessel to you,
Give us the
who
waters.
might fill it to overflowing
Waters.
with your blessings.
Give us the water.
This vessel is filled to overflowing, a glowing container of blessings. Behold, the waters of life.
Behold.
Oh, the waters of life.
Life.
Okay, mute everybody.
Please mute your microphones. Okay, why'd mine mute? Please join me in addressing our guests by reading aloud the words of affirmation from the order of service. And Dogdug, shining ones, noble ones, ancient ones, we stand before you in
pride,
honor,
honor,
and friendship, and accept these blessings,
which
you have given. We give the first of these blessings to the patron of all Druidry. And to the patron of our grove, to those who support us, may share in our fortunes. We pour out this blessing for those of the folk and of the members of our grove who could not be with us tonight through no fault of their own. May these blessings find them no matter where they are.
The waters of life.
The waters of life.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to try to do that. You all have to share the same with me. To all of you, my drink, your drink. The waters of life.
The waters of life. And so, this rite draws to a close. Let us thank all those who accepted our invitation and hospitality hospitality tonight. Okay, Dogda. Oh, great Father, mighty Dogda, we give thanks to your presence among us. As this rite is ending, we give you this gift in parting, given out of love and asking nothing in return. God of plenty, we thank you.
Doctor, we
God of
thank you.
plenty, we thank you.
Shiny ones, eldest and brightest, we thank you for walking among us today. As this rite is ending, we give you this gift in parting, given out of love and asking nothing in return. Shiny ones, we thank you.
Shining
Shining ones, we thank you. Yep.
Is Jonathan still here, or did he take off already?
He's gone. Hang
He
on.
took off already.
We don't have the.
Is it me now?
Not yet, Jason.
Nope, hang on. Spirits of nature, although we know that you are often among us, felt but rarely seen, we give you this final gift, given out of love and asking nothing in return. Nature spirits, we thank you.
Nature spirits, we thank you.
Nature spirits, we thank you.
Now, Jason.
Mighty ancestors, spirits of those gone before, we thank you for joining us here today. As this rite is ending, we give you this gift in parting, given out of love and asking nothing in return. Ancestors, we thank you.
Ancestors, we thank
we
you.
thank you.
Passionate kisser, gatekeeper, you have stood with us at these crossroads, and your keen observations have kept the fires and waters safely contained to their tasks. Your mastery of the keys have kept us safe from those who would travel to the sanctuary to disrupt our worship. You have made it easier for our beloved kindred to find their way to our sanctuary as our guests, and you have seen each of them safely back to their own realms. For all of this and more, we thank you.
We thank you.
We thank you.
Now, timeless Angus, our rite has come to an end, and we have no more to ask of you at this time. Before you depart, though, please accept this final gift, given out of love and asking nothing in return. Angus, we thank you.
Angus, we
thank you. Now, as our rite comes to an end, this cauldron.
Sorry.
No problem. Oh, I started without you. Sorry.
Yep. Sorry.
This
Again,
okay.
cauldron.
Now, as our rite comes to an end, this cauldron is no longer needed to guide travelers. The connections to the ways too are no longer needed at this nexus. So let us calm the energies, let us close the ways, and let the veils between the realms fall into place.
Mighty fire, gift from the skies above, still the whirlwind, and let the fiery tunnel collapse. Calm the twist, calm the burn, calm
the twist, calm the burn,
calm
calm the twist, calm the burn, calm the burn, calm the
Let
twist,
the hungry
calm the
flames dwindle
the
until
twist,
there is not
calm the burn,
smoke
calm the
remaining.
twist, calm the burn,
Twist,
calm the twist,
calm the
let the
burn,
clouds of smoke
calm the
break
twist,
apart, dissolving
calm
into
the
gentle
burn,
tendrils of
calm
scented
the
mist.
twist,
I calm
calm the burn.
Let the way to the heavens, the domain of the sky deities, be closed.
Let the way be closed.
Mighty waters, soothing balm of the world, fill the whirlpool and let the watery tunnel collapse. Calm the churn, calm the turn, calm the churn, calm the turn, calm the churn, calm the turn. Let the rushing walls of liquid collapse inward until there is naught but a steady flow.
Calm the turn, calm the churn, calm the turn, calm the churn, calm the churn, calm the turn.
The current slow and spread, dissolving into the gentle lap and suck of water against its boundaries. Calm the churn, calm the turn. Let the way to the netherworld, the domain of the earth deities, be closed.
Let the gate be closed.
Enchanted cloak, first veil of life, restore the charm and let the pleats fall slack. Compress the stretch, tack the tear, compress the stretch, tack the
Press the stretch, tack the tear. Press the stretch, tack the tear.
Let
Press
the
the
fabric
stretch,
be sewn
tack
until
the
there's
tear.
not but a
Press
seam
the stretch,
between.
tack the tear.
Press the stretch, tack the tear.
Press the stretch, tack the tear.
Let the
Press
severed
the
threads
stretch,
rejoin,
tack the
resolving into a
tear.
single,
Press the
shimmering
stretch,
line.
tack the tear. Press the stretch, tack the tear. Press the stretch, tack the
The
tear.
gate to the ethereal world, the realm of the noble ones, be closed.
Let the gate be closed.
Dark soil, last cover of the day, release the abyss and let the shearing walls unite. Still the shift, mend the rent. Still the shift, mend the rent. Still the shift,
Mend the rent.
let the bedrock
Still the
reform
ship,
until there is
mend
not
the
but
rent.
foundation
Still the
below.
ship,
Still the shift, mend the
mend the
rent.
rent. Still the ship, mend the rent.
Let the lucid
Still
glow
the
fall
ship,
back,
mend the
resolving
rent.
into a mounded
Still the
blanket of
ship,
memory.
mend the rent. Still the ship, mend the rent. Still the ship, mend the rent. Still the ship, mend the
Gate to the underworld, the realm of the dead, be closed.
Let the gate be closed. The fountain is returned. The fire pit is returned. The shrines are again but stone, and thus the ways are closed.
The ways are closed.
So this rite comes to an end. The kindreds have returned to their realms. The ways are closed. And yet the hollows remain. Well, fire pit, and the shrines, tangible symbols of the cosmos as it was in the beginning, as it is now, as it shall forever remain. When we depart this sanctuary, may these hollows echo in our minds, in our hearts, in our spirits, that they may continue to connect us to the realms beyond our own. Now, there are a few last thank yous to be given before we depart. Stand by, BJ.
I think this is Mackie's part, right?
Correct. She is being called at this moment.
So were there the cameras right there below it?
Okay, one moment, please. Taya is standing in for Meki.
Clever luck, bringer, even as your shrine remains in our sanctuary, so it is that you stay or go, regardless of the ways between realms, except though this final gift today given out of love and asking nothing in return. Hermes, we thank you.
Hermes,
we
Thank you. Finally, we thank our host, great grandmother of many. Let us never forget that she will always care for us so long as we remember and care for her in return. So one last time I say, Earth Mother, we thank you.
Earth Mother, we thank
Earth
you.
Mother, we thank you.
Now let us go forth into the world as Kith, carrying with us the blessings of the kindreds and a spark of the energies of the realms. So be it. This rite is ended.
So be it. This rite is ended.
Right is ended.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
May the road rise with you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine upon your face. May the rain fall gently on your fields. And until we meet again, may they hold you in the hollow of
their
their hands. My
Thank you,
goodness,
everybody.
thank you so much. I hope when I pick up my phone, I see that so many of you managed to survive through the whole darn thing. We're gonna clean up some stuff here, but you are welcome to turn on your mics and talk amongst yourselves. And this is what we call the social hour. We would love to hear feedback of what you did or didn't like. If you'd like to type for us what you did or didn't like, that would be awesome too. We would love reviews on the Facebook page. And I'm going to set down my phone. Are we going to eat now? Yes, Gavin. I'm starving.
Gavin's here! Yay! Gavin!
Yay!
And we-
everyone. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. I guess he's getting ready to leave. Blessed be.
Blessed be. And we thank you all for attending this rite this evening.
Hi, Flora.
People can chat. Each person can release or activate or mute their own mic.
And Michael Zoll, thank you for being here, and you have a good night there in Florida.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you. Hi, Abby. Hi, Joseph.
Crystal, by any chance, did we get a head count?
We started with 27 and we dropped down to 24 by the exit because a couple of people left at 9 o'clock when they turned into pumpkins.
I saw 32 in the chat room at the maximum.
I must have missed
32.
that. I
Wow,
thought
that's awesome.
We were at 27 when we started. We apparently hit 32 and then we dropped down to 24 by the time we ended.
Well, I'm not going to complain. I really expected we'd have about 12 of us. So 32, 24, 27, all those numbers are awesome to hear.
And I even got my girlfriend down Fort Myers to listen in and watch the YouTube chat. She didn't want to get on Zoom. She's a little shy.
Well, that's quite all right. That's part of the reason we did the YouTube chat. I am, as a matter of fact, going to run in and turn off the YouTube. It'll free up some of our bandwidth on our internet so that we can hear from the rest of you a little bit better.
And Marissa, we thank you for being here if you're still on. And Scorpio Witch, we thank you very much too.
I'm going to go AFK. I'll be back.
Okay. I want to thank everyone who participated in giving offerings. It makes the ritual so much more meaningful when we can offer to the beings that we invite to our rites. Who's that? How do I stop the... Oh, that's a great way to stop the feed. Thank you, John.